Fire Escape Academy Inspector Training. We're here in Nashville, Tennessee, where I think it's the 2nd and Union Street, and we're in an alleyway here. We're looking at a fire escape that looks like it's just been recently painted all white. So now this occurs a lot of times. In order to pass inspection, they'll give it a quick paint job, and now the inspector needs to find if there's anything else wrong with this fire escape in order to get the fire escape properly prepared, because sometimes if it looks good, they won't write a violation on it. So here's one that's exactly the case. They painted it very well, but they forgot to eliminate a few of the telltale signs. For example, these tiers coming down and the cement. You can see that the cement has spalled away at the bottom connections, and there's spalling cement at the top connection. The ones up there is the same thing. So if you follow the trail of cement, you can see that all the cement has rusty tiers coming down, and I mean long rusty tear streaks coming down the wall. So even after they painted the walls white, the rusty tiers come right back, because so all the cement on this building is problematic. So this fire escape, that's the first violation. Second violation that you see is that some of the treads have original square bolts. So that if this building's 50 to 75 years old, those bolts on those treads are 50 to 75 years old. And if you look up, you're going to see some expansion of the rust between where the tread and the stringer meet. And there's some gaps up there, especially that top tread up there, of over 1/4 inch, meaning that there's rust in there, and that there's usually an indication of rusty tiers. And you can see on some of these treads, the tiers starting all over again, meaning rust is getting behind there because nobody sealed the treads from above. So that means that these treads are ready to drop if they were hammer tested. Okay, so that's another indication that the fire escape needs to have a structural review by a structural engineer, because somebody painted it quick, looks nice, but it's got some issues. The cantilever. The cantilever's got a new cable, and the box rests. Got to make sure that there's a capture, and this one does have a way in case that cable does break. If you see the rods behind there, the rods behind there don't seem to be attached. They're basically guides to make sure that that box, in case the cable gives way, that box doesn't fall to the ground. So it doesn't seem that that box is tied in any way to those guides. So it looks like somebody removed the guides off the back of that. So that needs to be addressed also. The cantilever is supposed to have a release arm. Right now it's weighted backwards. It's supposed to drop 2 to 3 feet per second once released. This one doesn't have a release arm. So that means all the people of this building got to come out 5 to 10 steps, use their weight to activate the cantilever to make it drop. It won't drop 2 to 3 feet per second. It'll drop 5 to 10 feet per second, and there's a shock and an impact when it hits the ground. Throws some people off. But once they leave, the thing goes right back up to its proper height, and that's not the proper way for a cantilever. Cantilever is supposed to drop 2 to 3 feet per second once released, hit the ground and stay down, so that people can self-evacuate. And when firemen arrive, the fire escape's already in a down position for them to use to get back into this building. Otherwise, they have to use their pole to pull it down. Then they have to use one fireman to hold the thing in position while all the other firemen use. So you effectively lose one fireman. So those are the things that are wrong with this fire escape. Any further questions on this or any other fire escape video you've watched, please give us a call at fireescapeengineers.com, 866-649-0333. You can also go to YouTube and type in Fire Escape Inspection, Fire Escape Repairs. Plenty of other videos that we do throughout the country that you can use to help train. We also offer free consultation and implementation of a fire escape awareness program in your city. And we'll give you industry standard confidence tests, tags, repair criteria, as well as load test criteria on any and all fire escapes that you have in your city.